Hey, okay. So now that we have a little bit of better lighting, let's begin. So, I don't actually know what I'm going to talk about here exactly, but sometimes I think I need therapy or something. But I also know that I'm pretty good at unpacking feelings. I spend a lot of time being a therapist, essentially, to lots of individuals in my life, whether I want to be or not, because I'm very calm and rational. Sometimes maybe I think I'm a robot or something. Perhaps there's some feelings I'm having a hard time getting in touch with, and I think talking through it might help me get there. And so I'm gonna do that a little bit. I feel like I'm at a crossroads, but it's not like there's two clear paths. It's like an intersection in Austin, Texas. If you've ever driven here, it's like sometimes you pull in and it's like curved roads crossing over 5 other roads, and it's like, why is there a 5-way intersection right here? There's only 2 roads. And it's just a mess sometimes. But that's how I feel a little bit, like almost like any way I turn will be okay. I won't be lost because I know who I am and I know what my goals are, and they don't require a particular location necessarily. I have desires, things that I would like I would like to be a mother at some point in my life. I would hope. I mean, in a way, I've been a mother to lots of children. I've taken care of a lot of children. But I sometimes think that's not in the cards for this lifetime, and I don't know why I feel that way. Or like, I don't want to wish anything bad upon myself, I want good things to happen to me, of course. Maybe that's just because I'm afraid, but I don't feel afraid of that. It's not fear. Like, I know the feeling of fear. I faced a lot of fear. And this doesn't feel like fear. It's like knowing it's going to rain. Sometimes you just have a feeling. You can sense the tides are turning in a certain direction, and the direction for this life is very hazy, but I think that could just be the circumstances, of course. And it could be that I'm just weird now after 4 months of complete isolation and then 4 months of having 0 alone time. It can be a difficult transition. I feel like I've finally been getting in touch with myself and building some kind of relationship with myself and appreciating myself and learning to value aspects of myself. I know I have a lot of potential and a lot of skills to offer. And I've already fulfilled a lot of my dreams and I've already influenced a lot of children, and I think for the better, and helped a lot of parents. I know I've made a positive impact in my life, but that obviously does not mean my work is done. I hope to continue that I don't know, all of my side projects always seem to come back to that my goal is to draw attention to helping humans learn to love themselves and learn to appreciate what matters about themselves. This year has been a journey. In January, I lived in Beijing, in China. The end of January, I went to go visit my parents. It was Chinese New Year. And I was supposed to go for 10 days in January. This was January 29th, so I was supposed to go for the beginning of February. And I was about to walk out my door, and I checked my email just to pull up my, check on the flight status, and I saw that my return flight was canceled. So I'm walking out the door of my apartment with my one suitcase packed for Michigan winter, and I saw that I wouldn't be able to return to Beijing potentially for who knows how long. So I hesitated whether I should even go. But ultimately I thought, if the virus or whatever, because that was because of coronavirus in China, I thought maybe I should go just in case things get really bad here. You never know. So I decided to go, and I thought it would be a few weeks. And it's been a journey because now I'm in Texas and potentially living here full time indefinitely. This was actually, I would say, one of the last places I ever expected to live in my entire life. So that makes the future seem so much more uncertain when a year ago today, I thought I would still be living in China at this time. So to be living in a place, like right now I'm in Houston visiting, and I really did not expect to be here. I don't have any family in Texas or anything. So it makes me wonder, a year from now, I could be absolutely anywhere in the world because here I am in the place I expected to be the least likely place. Here I am. So that's a little bit unnerving. Well, it was unnerving. I've come to terms with it now. And in a way it's freeing, but it's also debilitating because it makes me hesitant to take actionable steps towards something because I almost just fear that life will take that away, and I don't know what will come because I just don't know. There's never that security that I think I know my plan for my life. I think I know what I want. I felt like I had a home that I built for myself and amazing friends and a beautiful place to live. And I was so proud that I had created that lifestyle for myself. To have it all pulled out from under my feet, I thought, it just makes me wonder, maybe I do have a bit of a fear of creating a dream life again just to have it taken away. But I have built another dream life. I have a very beautiful situation here. I'm privately in Austin, Texas. I'm privately teaching some kids kindergarten. It's pretty great, actually. It's really, really, really great. Not a job I ever expected myself to be doing, but again, sometimes the most unexpected things are the most beautiful things. So I really am appreciative of it. And all the people I spend my time with now, I didn't know most of them a few months ago. And they're all so generous and so kind. And I've met so many wonderful people. So many beautiful people. And I'm so grateful for that. But I do feel this... It's hard to describe because it's not really a fear, it's not a darkness, it's not a bad feeling. It's just an acceptance that I don't know what's coming, and I don't want to just wait. I suppose that's why I'm starting to try to practice recording myself. I'm not... I see one person is watching me now. I don't I've never done stuff like this, really. I just started practicing recording myself last week. I mean, I'm very comfortable speaking in front of crowds or groups of people or whatever. I like teaching people and students. But I've never really recorded myself just talking like this. So I would like to practice more. Anyways, I got distracted, sorry. But I would like to unpack what this feeling is, because I do want to take actionable steps forward with my life. It's just so hard to know what's right, and it's hard to let go of what's not. I think there's things I want. There's lots of things I want, but that doesn't always mean it's possible. And that's all. I just need to consider what I not just want, but what I truly desire. Like in the deepest part of my heart, what is my goal for this life? What is my goal? And then what steps can I take towards that goal? I may have personal wishes and desires, but those are honestly a little irrelevant. And sure, I may be disappointed in some ways, but I will still find joy in my life. And of course I'll be disappointed and hurt by things that happen. Everybody is. But it's up to me to decide how I respond to things and what steps I take from there. In that case, nobody can really hurt me. I mean, I can be hurt, of course. I'm hurt a lot. But I won't be crushed. It's hard to crush me if I'm confident in my ability as an individual to make things work for myself. I can start fresh somewhere. I've done it several times now, whether I wanted to or not. And in every case, I ended up in beautiful situations, and I think it's possible in any situation to find that beauty and peace. There may need to be steps taken to remove unhealthy influences, like if you're in an abusive situation, of course, you can't stay in that. You're not going to be able to find peace if somebody is actively trying to hurt you, or if I don't think people are trying to hurt others so much. It's that they have so much baggage that they really don't like themselves and take it out on others. And they blame others for their inability to manage their own feelings and emotions and pain. And they hurt others. They think they're not hurting others. They think it's not their fault. They think it's the fault of the person they're hurting, and they're wrong. It is their own fault that they're hurting people. So, of course, in certain situations, it's not very possible to find peace. Well, I think you could still find peace, but it's important to find a safe space, at the very least. And so as long as I'm safe, I think I can find a way to blossom and pursue my passions and continue to be creative and spread more joy and love into this world. Because I think this world needs that. Yeah. And I think that's all I'm going to say today. I want to practice talking to myself like this more, well, to whoever's listening out there. Marlon Kali, is that how you say your name? I don't know. I just saw you followed me, so thanks, bro. Yeah. And I will catch y'all later. Oh, this is my little love gun. Take a heart. In China, you do this little heart. In China, people do this when they're taking a picture. Instead of like the peace sign, people do this. It's like a little heart. Like xin xin. Xin means heart. So what you can do is you take this little gun, and you don't shoot bad things at people, but take your little love gun and you yeah, so you can shoot love at people. I don't know if you could even hear me. Of course, yeah. I would love to answer questions about whatever. Yeah, I love to talk to humans, and I would love to answer any questions. Yeah, for sure. I don't know how I really just got Twitch like a week ago, so I don't know. Well, I maybe had it before, but I never streamed anything. But yes, I would love to answer any questions. If you know how to send them to me, I can give you an email to. Sweet. Well, I'll be glad to have you, since you're the only person. I'd be glad to have you even if there was a bazillion people. There's my... I don't know how you send things. You can probably send it to me here. But yeah, I'd love to take your questions. Have a lovely evening or morning, wherever you are. Sweet dreams.